Hi guys. Not sure if this is working. Happy Wednesday. All right, happy Wednesday, everyone. I am here just to wanted to share a quick piece of news. So some of you may have heard that an article just came out stating that the cause of sudden infant death syndrome has been pinpointed. And there was a lot of excitement and rejoicing about this article. But I actually found the article really troubling for a couple of reasons. Number one, the article was based on a study of 750 kids, of whom 26 died of SIDS and 41 died of other causes. Just to be clear, it is not normal for 26 out of 750 children to die. This was a selected population. Um, so SIDS is much more rare than this. That being said, this is still a really small sample size. 26 cases of SIDS is not nearly enough to make a sweeping generalization like the cause of SIDS has been pinpointed. So, this is very intriguing research. It's exciting. It's great news, but a lot of research remains to be done. What the study found is that basically a certain level of hormone BCH was reduced in babies who died of SIDS compared to children who died of other causes or children who did not die at all. That being said, there were children who had levels equal to those with SIDS who did not die. So, and others who did die and didn't have that same level. So, there is a correlation, but it is not causation. And it's not a strong enough correlation that we can really make any conclusions at this point beyond this is an intriguing finding. Let's do some more research. Let's see what happens. Um, the most important point that I want to make is that in the article, it suggests, although it doesn't state explicitly, that safe sleep practices are no longer needed. And it says that, parents beat themselves up for not doing safe sleep practices and then feel really guilty. The implication is you don't need to feel guilty because actually it wasn't safe sleep practices that caused your baby's death. It was, this hormone level being off. And this is really, really a harmful suggestion because the truth is that SIDS deaths were reduced by more than 50% when the Back to Sleep campaign started. Putting babies down to sleep on their backs has undoubtedly saved thousands and thousands of lives. So, the ABCs of safe sleep still remain no matter what this study found. And the ABCs are alone in a crib on your back, alone on your back in a crib. So, super important that you continue to do those things if you have a child under the age of 1. If they're able to roll over onto their bellies independently, fine. You put them down on their backs and then they do what they do. If they're able to roll onto their stomachs, the risk of SIDS is greatly reduced at that point because they're stronger. It's also super important that there's no fluffy bedding in the crib, so no blankets, no pillows, no stuffies, no crib bumpers, nothing in the crib before the age of 18 months, except for a pacifier sign. Babies should be in a sleep sack if you're worried about them being cold, or in a swaddle if they're not rolling yet. Otherwise, nothing in the crib. And SIDS is a horrible tragedy, and we have not yet been able to completely eliminate SIDS deaths, which is tragic. But we should continue doing all the things that we have been doing in order to make sleep as safe as possible. Oh, and include one other thing, which is offering a pacifier has been shown to reduce the risk of SIDS. Whether or not the baby keeps the pacifier in the mouth all night long doesn't affect the incidence of SIDS. Keeping a baby in the parent's room but not in their bed for the first 6 to 12 months has also been shown to reduce SIDS. So there's still a lot of things that parents of infants can and should be doing to reduce their baby's risks. Babies should never sleep on a sofa with an adult. It is not recommended to bring a baby into your bed. If you choose to do so anyway, knowing the risks, please eliminate pillows and bedding from your environment to reduce the risk. If you smoke, do not bed share. If you've been drinking or using drugs, please do not bed share. And those are the best ways that we have right now to keep babies alive. I will post a link to the article and also a link to an article by Emily Oster, who's an economist that writes on issues of pregnancy and parenting. If you'd like to get to know me more, please head over to my website, peacefulparentsleepcoaching.com, and click on the link for a free consult. I'd love to meet with you. There's no obligation. You can also join my free Facebook group, Sleep Deprived Parents, and get tips there as well as commiserate with other parents of young children. See you next week. Bye.